Welcome to Barb's Crochet then. Okay, so I am back to using my camera and my microphone because my camera, the background just pulsates so much. I've been trying to figure it out and I have a headache now because I can't figure out why it's pulsating and how to make it stop. I don't know. So, that being said, what I wanted to show you today is I finished my Inspired by Grace blanket. So this one is from Mikey and the Crochet Crowd. It's a 5-video YouTube tutorial, and this thing is big. So the corner, and it's, yeah, this thing's big. I did not know it was going to be that big when I made it. Now, I did change a couple things, like the baubles here. I did a back loop only on the top of those to make it look just a little more, I don't know, sectioned off. And on the top, he says to do 4 single crochets for the picots. I did 3 because I just like the way they spaced out. So this is done except for weaving in the ends. And I'm going to do the ends. I'm going to weave the ends in on my projects on the days I work 12:30 to 9. That's going to be the easiest thing for me to do. I have 4 projects I have to weave the ends in on. This is one of them. Now about that blanket. I got the yarn from Mary Maxon Mystery Bags, and I ordered 4 bags. I don't know why I thought they'd be different, but they weren't. Okay, my microphone's still going. They weren't really. There wasn't much variety. So each bag had 5 skeins of that yarn. And I knew I wanted to make a blanket with it. And as soon as I saw the Inspired by Grace blanket, I knew that's the yarn I wanted to use. Now, I thought when I was working on it, like partway through, I was like, oh yeah, I have enough yarn. I can make 2. By the end, I really thought I was playing yarn chicken because 1 skein of yarn was going around 1.5 times. So I thought, I might not have enough. This is what I have left, a little ball and 1 skein. So I did have enough, 19 skeins out of my stash. So that's not bad. I'm really excited about that. So this was the classic bonbon yarn that I got. It's 100 grams, 200 meters. And I had 20 of these. So this is all that's left. So enough to make a scarf or a hat or something with. So, not upset about that at all. 19 skeins of yarn out of my stash. Now, the other thing I'm working on is a star blanket with the red heart ombre in the color green apple. That's in my car. I only work on that when I'm picking the kid up from school, and it's only half an hour that I work on it. So it's really not that big, and I did leave that in the car. So, yeah, sorry. That one's not going to be shown today. And that one is also for me. Yeah, no, I've got this green thing going on right now. However, I have switched. The next project I am working on, that it doesn't matter if people are home or not, I'm going to be working on this project, is my graph blanket. And I am so not motivated to do it because of all the tangles and how big it is. And I'm thinking, what did I get myself into? However, I know when it's done, it's going to be so worth it to have done it. So I can't wait to see the finished product. It's going to take a while. I definitely need it to be done by November at the extreme latest. I want it to be done by Christmas. I don't think that's possible because it's almost Halloween already. It's almost 400 rows and I'm only on row 28. So I don't think it's going to be done by Christmas, but definitely by March for sure. I need it done. Now, the next project I wanted to work on is my Red Heart Latte yarn. I bought 11 skeins of these, and I was going to make a cardigan out of it. It's 141 grams, 5 ounces, 236 yards. So I was going to make a cardigan with it, but I decided instead to make a lap blanket for someone else. And the one I actually liked is from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd again. So this is what I have so far. It's as wide as my arms. So that's going to be a nice blanket for a coworker. They like earth tones. And I thought, you know what, as much as I love this yarn, I have 11 skeins. I could probably make a decent lap blanket for them. So I'm making a lap blanket and I'm using my Frills Aura K-hook. So it's my, I can't even read it now, 6.5 millimeter Frills Aura K-hook. So that's the next thing I'm doing is I'm making this. However, the Grafgan is number one. I'm making that first. So that being said, that and weaving in the ends on my other project. So I just started this one, but I did the chain and the foundation row so I could just get that kind of started. Now that being said, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm working on. And I did actually change where I put my hooks. So my Frills Aura hooks are now in here. So I have my star bag, the bag my star blanket's in, that I'm working on is actually in the matching bag of this. But I've got my hooks in here, all the rest of them. Just my Frills Aura hooks. And that going in my little bin right here. My drawer thing. That's a plastic drawer thing you can get from Walmart. So that's going in there. Now, I've got 19 skeins of yarn out of my stash from this green blanket. I also have 11 skeins coming out of my stash for the latte blanket. And once I get done with the scrap, or not the scrap, the graph blanket, oh my gosh, that's going to be 3 or 4 bins of yarn out of my stash. So I really want to get that one done and done quickly because that's going to be a lot of yarn that's done. And honestly, I'm going to feel so good about that because, you know, it's been a long time and I've accumulated yarn because Joann's was closing and I got the yarn from them for the graph blanket. And to be fair, I had not actually found yarn for that blanket, the perfect yarn, the perfect colors of yarn for that blanket. I had not found. So I'm extraordinarily happy that I did find that yarn. And that was actually a planned project. I just didn't have the yarn for it. The right colors that I wanted. I couldn't find it till Joann's was going out of closing. So I got that, and now I also got the Karen Anniversary Cake and the Mystery Bag yarn that added to my stash. Oh, and then I also got some yarn for a cardigan that I want to make. It's some very nice autumn colors for this cardigan that I want to make. I just have to find the right cardigan. I had a pattern I had found that I really wanted to do, and then now I can't find it anymore. So that being said, I mean, that is disappointing, honestly. But having said that, I think it's in one of my project bags right now. And as soon as I find that cardigan pattern, I am going to make it. I just don't seem to have enough time to make all these projects at once because I think it's 11 bins of yarn I counted, not counting the Karen Anniversary cakes I bought, which is in 3 plastic bags, airtight plastic bags. Because I have 3, 6. I have 6 of the colors is what I got. And each bag contains 2 of the colors. So I have 3 bags. of that I have that I need to make blankets with too. So, yeah, I have 11 minutes of yarn I need to use up. And I'm thinking that I found at least 6 blanket patterns I want to try. One is called Cobblestone Pathway or something like that. And I would like to use my Mega Ball yarn for these blankets. And I'll probably just mix and match them, you know. The star blankets, like, you know, the bedding magnet and the star blankets, those are actually pretty quick to make. But I don't want to make all the same blankets, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to go get those and get all my Mega Balls, because those are my oldest yarns. Get all those and start making these blankets that I really want to make, because I do have some beautiful colors in the Mega Ball yarn. And I'll probably have to mix and match them because I probably don't have enough of one color for each blanket. So I'll probably have to stripe it, but that's fine. I can do that. I've done that before. And I think I'm actually going to do that. Just pull out the Mega Ball yarn and start cranking out those blankets after I do the scrap blanket. So much to do. And then I still do have all the wall hangings that I want to make. I still have to make those. So, I mean, I have put those on the back burner for a bit while I did these blankets. But now I think I'm going to pull out, let's see, my next wall hanging. Oh, it's a little like a Gandalf wall hanging. I think I'm going to do. Also, I kind of quit doing them because I don't think I have enough room in my house to hang all of them up. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, to be fair. Yeah, and that's pretty much all that I have going on in that area. Let's see. Oh, our microwave sparked last week or two. I can't remember exactly when. And I ended up going and getting another microwave. This one's actually bigger. I thought it was about the same size. No, I was wrong. It was actually bigger and a lot lighter than our other one. But we had our other one for 24 years. It lasted 24 years. I kid you not. This thing was awesome. It was the best. So we had to fix that. Today I've got, regular laundry, dishes, vacuuming, that stuff to do today. I also have some number crunching to do. So I'll probably get that done here. Oh, well, that's a half double crochet. Once I'm done here, I will go get that done. So I do have a lot to do today. I really want to get the vacuuming done. I really do. All these floaters, dusting, vacuuming. I need to get that done today. So we're going to work on that. I might have to stop by the store and get some meat for dinner. And sorry if you hear that humming noise. That's actually my computer, and I cannot remember why I turned it on. Turned it on for something this morning, and I cannot remember what it was for. But I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go take some pictures of this blanket so I can put them in this video. I am going to probably get my responsibilities taken care of, my adulting done, and then I will go work on the scrap. I keep calling it the scrap blanket. I don't know why. The graph blanket, probably because I've been watching a lot of scrap crochet videos. I do like watching them and see what people turn their scraps into. It really is amazing. I don't have that much imagination. I have to use YouTube to create my stuff. And to be fair, the stuff people make with their crochet is beautiful, and I really don't think I can come up with anything better. So That's why I use other people's ideas. Well, I don't use their ideas. I just make the blankets and make the items, give them away. I haven't sold anything. So I don't profit off of it. I just make the stuff. And to be fair, most of the time I give the stuff to family. Although I think that's coming to an end now because I've made quite a few blankets already and stuff. So I'll have to figure out what to do with the rest of it. Don't want to waste the yarn. And, I did buy all that yarn. And you know what? This is coming out really weird. I'm going to have to take this all out and redo it. My tension is just not the best right now. So, ugh, I hate having to frog it. But, yeah, my tension's just not working right on this latte one. So I'll have to figure that out probably later today or tomorrow. I don't know what I did. It's not working at all. My dog. That's my dog. I've taken up their room where they lay in the living room, so they want their spots back. So, that being said, I know I was hoping to have a little bit longer video. My videos have gotten very short, but life, responsibilities, that kind of thing. So I'm going to actually end up frogging this whole thing and starting all the way over because it's just too tight. The foundation row, I think, is just too tight for it. And sorry if the dog's chomping and grinding his teeth together again. So if you're hearing that, I do apologize. I'll just start this over again here in a while after I adult. Yeah, I think that's what I shall do. Anything else going on? No, not really, actually. Just working. My schedule this week is kind of weird. It's like 12 to 9 one day, 4 to 9, 12 to 9, 4 to 9. It's kind of a very odd week. Very odd week indeed. And then, what else do I got going on this week? Well, obviously there's Halloween, but I think I work Halloween, so my kids are not young anymore, so they make their own Halloween plans. So there's that. But other than that, I have not spun the wheel to figure out my next project. I have a few projects that I know I want to get done, like this latte blanket. I knew I wanted to do it, so that's why I pulled out the latte yarn. And like I have the Hocus Pocus blanket I want to do, and then the red, white, and blue blanket I want to do. So I'll just one right after the other on that. And then yeah. I have a lot of yarn to get through, a lot of projects I want to get through, and I really don't like having more than one at a time, like a lot of different ones to focus on. I don't like doing that. But I think that's all I have for the day. I know I've been a little scatterbrained, and I'm just a little upset my camera's not working the way I want it to, and I had to make sure my microphone's still recording. Last time I tried to record, it wasn't. I recorded a whole video, and my microphone had died, and I didn't realize it. So, yeah, that was fun to watch myself talking with no sound. Yeah, it really was. So I'm also probably going to get this room cleaned up so I can have a nice background or whatever for my videos and not a lot of floaters when I finally get my camera working. So I think I'm going to work on that and, get the cleaning done. Put this Inspired by Grace blanket away so that when I work 12 to 9, I can get the ends woven in on it and I can use it because it is nice and heavy, nice and cozy warm. Definitely recommend that pattern. Although I would recommend keeping a little better count of your stitches than I did because on the second row of X's on mine, I was short by 3 stitches. So I had to adjust that. I don't know how. I don't know when it happened. It did. It was kind of weird. And it had to have been the row before, 1 or 2 rows before that happened. So anyway, if you enjoy my ramblings, like, subscribe if you want to, and let me know what's on your hook, what you're working on, what you're planning to work on. And until next time, you have a nice day, and I will see you next time.